Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? I've got a little baby Velvet down here with me. Hold on, let me see. Come here, baby. Can you come see everybody? Can you come see everybody? Alright, this is baby Velvet. You're being a good girl. Yes, you are. She's very tiny. Her whole little arm's like the size of a baby arm. She is a Spitz Pom. American Eskimo Spitz Pom. Y'all have probably seen plenty on my Instagram of what she looks like full body. Come here, Brie. Come here and let's go see everybody on the TV. Let's go see everybody. Come on. It's called YouTube, Brie. Meaning I can put myself on TV. Okay. This is a foreign environment, isn't it, to be sitting at a desk? Isn't it? Aren't you pretty? Hi. This is Bree. She's a purebred Spitz. Now she's very trimmed up. Normally they have more fleecy hair. She's very trimmed up because, as y'all know, there is much hair. Oh my gosh. In my life. Okay. So I'm makeupless today and I am going to become makeupful. How are y'all doing? Is everybody doing okay? I'm going to be starting a new series soon. I'm very excited about it. I need a brush. Bree wants me to kick the ball. This is nothing new, isn't it? Is it, I should say. Alright, today I'm just going to be a little bit different. I am going to use the Vitalumiere Aqua from Chanel. Normally, y'all know I use the Perfection Lumiere. This is Vitalumiere. This is the Velvet. That's my usual. It's more matte and it gives a smooth effect. It's got an SPF 15. And this is in 22 Beige Rose, which is the closest match I've ever had to my skin color. This is Vitalumiere Aqua, and it is an ultra-light skin perfecting sunscreen makeup. It's also SPF 15. It's really, really light. It's great for the summer. If you tan a lot, then you would have to go a shade darker. I don't tan. There's the ball. And so this is a 12 Beige Rose, and I'm not sure why I made the differentiating number, except that maybe when I was trying it, but it's got little mixing beads, so you want to give it a good shake to mix it up. Sometimes I wonder what's in the mixing beads, y'all. I have heard that it can have, the beads can have mercury in them, so it does make me wonder about when I hear those mix, because you do want something to mix, but, you know, should it be mercury? Okay, why am I not getting anything out here? Hello? 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 Okay. Y'all, is this out? It is out. Oh, Bree says, oh. Oh, a little squirt came out. And more. We're going to use the end of this. Ah, look. I got the last little bit out. Okay, so we're going to use it. And think of it as something wonderful. Okay, today for skincare, I used, for my eyes, I used this L'Oreal Age Perfect Eye Renewal cream under my eyes. And for my face, I used the L'Oreal Hydra Genius. Y'all know that I'm not sponsored by anyone or doing this for anyone. That is a good drugstore priced good product. L'Oreal has a lot of money at their disposal, and when you have that, what you think, well, why does that matter? For people who've been makeup for a long time and that's what they do, the good thing about it is for us is they have a lot of money for research and development, and so you tend to get better products. Now when I put a lot of moisturizer on my face before I use foundation, it does tend to me to sit more up on top of the face. I got bit by a mosquito yesterday when I was out in the yard. I had to put my bird seed out in the yard yesterday afternoon because I forgot to do it in the morning and I couldn't just not feed it. And so I'm going in little up and down motions so I can make sure I've got good coverage. Make sure you get on either side of the nose really good, especially right there in that wrinkle. I literally use the side of the brush to get in the crooks on either side of the nostril. I said the wrinkle, the nostril. And then once I do all this up and down, I go across it. Just to make sure that I got, you know, no lines that I failed to, you know, get rid of lines. So I go up and down, and then I go horizontal. And again, this is a medium coverage. You can see through to see my skin. So if you have blemishes, you may want to have a really good concealer. I highly, highly, especially if you're older, recommend, first of all, you shouldn't have as many blemishes as you get older. But if you do, there's a concealer for that. And I highly recommend you stay away from the under eyes altogether. But if you need a brightener, or a product that helps the bags to go down, I recommend Charlotte Tilbury. It's a 2-in-1 stick. Matter of fact, I might just pull that out and use it. It may be in my purse. Is it in my purse? Can't remember. Anyway, elongate your jaw and get rid of that line that's right there. And then go ahead and blend down with what's left. And you may want to kind of just blend right into your décolleté area. Okay, and also one of the things you can do is kind of stamp right here on either side of the nose, because that's where your pores are the largest as you age, or period. But as you age, this area lets go. That's why you get this big sag right there. The skin just kind of lets go. And with all the other things that you can do to make yourself look younger, unless you're just structurally, you never gained weight, so you don't have any excess skin from where it's stretched, or you just have good genes, most people, folks, most people are going to have the skin let go here. Don't beat yourself up about this. I see so many people on the internet, and they look amazing, and I highly, highly respect them for the attention they give to their body, and the fact that they're healthy, the fact that they look amazing, especially for their age. But some of what they have is the fact that they are at a really good weight and probably always have been. So that's one thing. The other thing is they have good genes. In other words, they have small noses. They have small bone structure on their face. So they've never really had to deal with any of the things that that we consider imperfections. And here's the thing, they're not imperfections. They're who you are. You know, I've often considered, because I don't like my nose, I've often considered having a nose job. And I'm not against anybody who wants to do things like that. But sometimes one of the things that keeps me from it, besides money and time and healing and I don't know what else, is I could do it. Also the fear that they would make it worse. Not every plastic surgery job is a good one, and y'all know that. I mean, there's obviously times where plastic surgery's done and it's actually worse than before. That's not to say it's always like that, but let's face it, we know that those things happen. So that fear is one of them. But the other thing is this is the nose of my dad and my grandma. And I remember when she was older, my grandmommy, this, because from what I hear, is your nose grows bigger as you age. But what I've heard on the other end of the medical end of stories about noses is that actually what happens is because your bone density declines as you age, that this bone that holds your nose declines, and therefore it appears to be bigger. I remember my grandmother's, the end of her nose drooped down, and so my dad's nose appears to be bigger too. It's really his facial structure and everything's gotten smaller, I think, because I remember he used to tower over me. Now I have to bend way down to hug him. This is age. Now there's some people who have apparently beat it. You know, there's some people who I don't know how. I guess they you know, work out all day. No kidding, 3 to 4 hours a day. And as you retire, I can't think of a better use of your time, frankly, than to give more attention to your body. It'd be good if you did that before you retire, so you retire better. But and really, people are retiring later and later, so you can't just wait for a day to start that. But also just eating more vegetables. Some fruit, but mostly vegetables. Green vegetables are good. Yellow, red, even white vegetables. Even things like potatoes and rice. A lot of what's wrong with those things is what we put on them, not their cells. pretend to know anything about nutrition. I'm still learning, but I would just say this: as you learn, as you see other people who seem to do it so much better than you, guys, some people are just born with an advantage. Other people have worked really hard and it's their top priority. But for the most of us, it can't be, I mean, your health does need to be your top priority in the sense that if you don't take care of yourself, you can't do much else. And you learn that as you age, that you can do less and less because you've given attention to everything but yourself. This is Charlotte Tilbury, by the way. So I agree that you have to make your health a priority. And that's something that we should probably try to encourage each other, not probably, we should encourage each other to do every day, to get some exercise, to eat more whole foods, less processed foods. If you're going to eat meat, you really need to be sure it's a good quality. And if you don't eat meat, then you've got to find a way to keep the proteins you need. You need to learn what vegetables and non-meat products can give you the protein that you need, because you can't just go without protein. Your body needs protein. Your body's made for protein, but it doesn't have to come through meat. But I'm never going to shame anybody for eating meat. I eat meat. I have leather products. So I'm not that person that can say anything about it. I work at a company that sells chicken. So I'm not going to be that person. But I think that it's important, especially as we age, ladies, and I'll tell you this to you young ladies as well, to always reevaluate, how you're doing in the way that you eat, the way that you drink. We don't put enough importance on water, and with the advent of sodas, I think a soda every once in a while is great fun. It's like a dessert. I remember one time I hadn't had Coke in so long, and I had a Coca-Cola, and it was like having a little dessert. It was so sweet and fizzy and nice. I loved it. I almost think I loved it more because I had it in so long. Of course, nobody's going to want you not to use their products, so you'll never see that advertised that way. Matter of fact, you'll see the opposite. But